guys, how we doing? Chris Boutel here with Titan Uprising. Thank you for watching the show. Please like, subscribe, share these videos. My goal was 100 by the end of the month for subscribers. I don't foresee that happening unless there's a great uptick here in the last day of the month. My goal is still 100. I'm going to push that back to May. At the end of May, I hope by the end of May I have 100 subscribers. If you guys can make that happen, that'd be great. I just want to set a goal of 100, and then we'll go from there. So I wanted to break down the 2023 NFL draft here for the Tennessee Titans, and a lot of people, especially in the Bleacher Report community here, not so happy with our draft, but a lot of the media is. But there's also some media that are not. I'm going to highlight the media that is happy with our draft, and then to be honest with you guys, I have mixed feelings. I'm starting to like the draft more and more, and I'm going to kind of break down what I think and what some of the other media outlets are saying and what they're expecting out of the Tennessee Titans in 2023 NFL season. So the first one here I want to show is it's from Jim Wyatt. If you guys are Titans fans, you know who Jim Wyatt is. Great guy, senior writer, editor for the Tennessee Titans. And the headline here, and he posted this yesterday, as you can see, Titans GM Ran Carthon, head coach Mike Vrabel discussed day 3 of the NFL draft and more. And I'll read it off here for you guys. It says, on Saturday, the Tennessee Titans drafted Cincinnati tight end Josh Weil in the 5th round, Maryland offensive lineman Jalen Duncan in the 6th round, and Tennessee Martin receiver Colton Dowell in the 7th round to close out the draft. Earlier, the team drafted Northwestern lineman Peter Skoronski in the 1st round, Kentucky quarterback Will Levis in the 2nd round, and Tulane running back Tyjae Spears in the 3rd round. Titans general manager Ran Carthon, coach Mike Vrabel, and assistant GM Chad Brinker met with reporters at a press conference on Saturday afternoon. And Carthon says here, we wrapped up today, and we feel really good about the guys you brought in. Josh is a guy we think can come in and compete for a spot, a versatile guy. We think he can play Y. We think he can play F. We got him as a contributor. And then Jalen Duncan. He's played some left tackle and a little bit of right tackle. He's a guy we envision as having a ton of upside, really, really athletic, has some high-end traits that we'll love to work with and develop. And then to close out, our man CD from UT Martin. He's a kid that's put it all on tape. We had a chance to visit with him on local day, and he was really impressive. So we're really glad to get him. We think he has a ton of upside as well. And then some of the snippets from today's presser. The Titans didn't take a defensive player in this year's draft. Carthon said the team was just playing the board and the way it was ranked throughout. The offensive player had the best value each time the team was on the clock. Vrabel acknowledged his familiarity with Weil. Made the selection easier. Vrabel is friends with Weil's former coach at Cincinnati, Luke Fickell, and he met the player on several occasions. And Vrabel said, I have followed his career. He's been consistent, and the versatility is something we're excited to work with. Vrabel said Weil has the possibility to put on even more weight to his 6'7" frame. He's currently 248. And absolutely, he says, him and Chig can play on the field at the same time. And then Carthon says Duncan was a player the team brought in on a 30 visit before the draft. Carthon said the team also met with him at the Senior Bowl and built a good relationship with him throughout the process. So this is what they said about the guys we drafted. Now, I kind of wanted to get into this, and I'm going to pop up on the screen here now. This is from my TV, guys. I was watching NFL Network, and I was like, hey, I'm taking a picture of this, guys. And this is teams who improved the 2023 win total forecast. As you can see, it says Pittsburgh, Houston, the Tennessee Titans, Philly, and the Patriots. Now, guys, we're getting really good feedback from our draft here, and I know a lot of people are upset with it. I'm going to kind of go through here and just break down our picks. So let's go first round here. Peter Skoronski, Northwestern lineman. Guys, he's got short arms. He might not make it as a tackle, but he could be a serviceable tackle. But this guy has all pro level potential as a guard. So it sucks, 11th pick overall if we end up with a guard. But if we end up with an all pro guard, I mean, we got a guard spot solidified. Now, I would rather get a tackle there. Paris Johnson won sooner. But hey, Peter Skoronski, he said he's had short arms forever, right? So let's say he continues to improve and, locks people down, and maybe he can be our left tackle of the future. If not, worst case scenario is I think he's an all-pro guard. So that's not a bad floor there, is it? And then we got Will Levis, who we traded up for. Obviously, Kentucky had a quarterback out of Kentucky. This guy has prototypical size for a quarterback. He's built, man. He's built like a linebacker. He's got Peyton Manning's endorsement here. Peyton Manning, I've said this before in a video before, that Peyton Manning said this guy was built in a lab. If he's got Peyton Manning's endorsement, I can back it a little bit better, right? So Peyton knows his stuff. Peyton's a Hall of Fame quarterback, so obviously he tormented us for years. I can only root for him when he went to Denver. But Levis, guys, think about this, okay? So Will Levis now was passed up by twice, basically, by the Houston Texans, right? And then he was passed up by Indianapolis, and those are teams in our division, right? So he gets to play those guys twice a year. Twice a year. Tell me he does not have these guys already marked on his calendar that says, you guys pass on me, I make you pay for it. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He fell out of the first round. He's pissed off. He's a variable guy. You think about what the Tennessee Titans embody and what you envision a Titan to be in general. A big guy, strong, built, tough, right? I mean, you see it all the time. Tennessee Stadium, Tennessee tough. This guy embodies that. I think that's why he was selected. And then I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but Tennessee's interview process with Will Levis was a little bit different. So they told Will to put together a tape of all of his worst throws and reads and then bring it in for their meeting, their interview, and then say, why did you do this? Why did you do that? What made you do this? And how can you correct it? That's pretty cool, guys. And it's also cool that Will did this and went through with it and explained after why he did it. He knows he's not perfect. I like that. Build on this, guys. Build. That's the best he can do. He can work, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. And obviously, the guy can go through and know what his issues are in his game and work on them. And he has the luxury of possibly for right now sitting behind Ryan Tannehill. And I know some people are pissed off because Vrabel said, hey, we're going to sit him. Not sit him, but he's QB3 behind Tannehill and Willis. Guys, he hasn't played a down in the NFL. Of course, Vrabel's going to say that. How is he going to say he's our starting quarterback or quarterback 2? You can't. You can't say that, and you can't do that. So, very high upside pick. I wouldn't expect to see him on the field this year unless Tannehill starts just absolutely bombing it and choking. And if he does, people will be clamoring for Will Levis. Now we got third round here, Tyjae Spears, running back. Now, guys, everybody wanted a wide receiver here, right? I wanted a wide receiver here. I'm not going to lie to you. I really did. But we didn't get one. Now, I don't think Hilliard comes back now because of this. And I was they had good things to say about Spears here until the report came out that he has no ACL. Well, I guess if you don't have an ACL, you can't tear one, right? I don't know if that's a thought process there or what, but he was electric at college. Electric. Turn on film of this guy, and man, he is electric. He can receive the ball, catch it out of the backfield. He's a perfect complement to Derrick Henry. We just need this guy to stay healthy. And if he does, man, it's going to be interesting to see this guy on the field. I think he's going to be lightning in a bottle with this guy. Now we got Josh Wow, tight end out of Cincinnati. Love this guy. Huge guy, 6'6", 6'7". I've seen reports of him being 6'6" and also 6'7", so he's in that range. This guy's fast. He's He's a better blocker than Chig. He's not a polished blocker, but he's a better blocker. He's more of an inside tight end, and then Chig is more of an outside guy you line up in like a slot position. I had done mock drafts on this guy, and I wanted Tennessee to take him in the 5th or 6th round, and we did. We took him in the 5th. So I was happy I hit one of these picks, guys. I hit one. I just hit one. I did never mock Skoronski to us. So I think this guy's got a lot of upside. Vrabel knows him, obviously, toward the last article I shared with you guys. So, I think we're leaning towards a lot of Vrabel guys here. Let's see what Vrabel can kind of have more opinions on when it comes to the draft, because I don't think he really had many with J-Rob. I think him and Carthon are working a little more closely together. So we're picking Vrabel guys more, Vrabel type of guys more than we might have in the past. Now we have Jalen Duncan, tackle out of Maryland. This guy is a true tackle, unlike Skoronski, where I think Skoronski could end up being a guard or a tackle, but Jalen Duncan is a tackle. And I think this guy is a steal where we got him in the 6th round. So, hey, guys, if we end up having Skoronski at left guard, and then maybe we have Dillard at left tackle, or we can flip-flop those guys. We have Brewer at center. Maybe we move MPF here to right guard, and then Duncan's right tackle. I could see that being a very good possibility of our offensive line, and I would like that offensive line. NPF, could slide in the guard. Like I said, we see him at right tackle. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I think we're going to put our best 5 on the field, but I could see that being a potential lineup for the Tennessee Titans. And if it is, I like it. Keep MPF on the field. He's one of the best linemen we have coming back, one of the only linemen we have coming back. Also, I think Jalen Duncan getting drafted is supposed trouble for Jamarco Jones. And our last pick here, Colton Dowell, wide receiver out of Tennessee Martin. So we got a homeboy here, or a hometown kid, I should say, with Dowell. Man, this guy broke the receiving yardage record for Tennessee Martin. Wasn't really recruited out of high school. There's interviews there of him saying, I knew I wasn't going to go to Bama or Ohio State. He knew he was going to go somewhere small. This guy's a hard worker. I like this pick. I think he has a very, very, very good shot at making our roster, and potentially end up being, for the time being, when the season starts, maybe a wide receiver 5. And if he is, that's great. Let him move up. I want to see this kid make the roster. This guy could be potentially sneaky good, especially because we don't have the greatest wide receiver core. So out of all the teams in the NFL he could have been drafted to that he had a chance to start on, or be a wide receiver 5 or better, it's the Tennessee Titans. So let's see what this guy's got. And those are our 6 picks. So I think our line is a lot better just because of Skoronski and Duncan. I think both guys, obviously Skoronski's going to be a starter on our line. Not entirely sure where. Hope it's left tackle. I think Duncan has a very good shot here at being a starter right tackle maybe. If he beats out MPF and if MPF slides into the right guard, that's not a bad thing. MPF has shown promise. So our offensive line is significantly better this year than it was last year, and that's good. Now we have a high upside quarterback, like I said, in Will Levis. We have our receiving back now with Tyjae Spears. We have our tight end 2 here with Josh Weil out of Cincinnati. And guys, where we are going to go now with this offense, in my opinion, we're going to go 2 tight end set. We're going to go 2 wide receivers. So we're going to have Burks out there and wide receiver 2. Hey, guys, it could be Dowell. We could end up having Phillips out there. We could have Racey McMath out there, right? I don't know who it's going to be for wide receiver 2. Hopefully it's Dowell, and this guy's got some size and speed to him, and that'd be awesome to see him take over that role. But we're going to have those 2 wide receivers, Burks and whoever the wide receiver 2 ends up being. And then we have the 2 tight end set as well, and we're going to have Josh out there, and we're going to have Chig out there. Guys, Josh and Chig are going to torment defenses, okay? And then we're going to have Spears as a change of pace, and we're going to have Derrick Henry, obviously, as our Hall of Fame bruising running back. So I like it as long as we stay true to that mold and we do a little bit more play action. keep teams honest. I don't feel like we did a lot of play action last year. We kind of got away from that. Don't know why. But guys, this is going to be a better offensive line. We're going to have better tight ends. You got to figure Chig coming back into his year 2, he's going to be better. And then Burks coming back in the year 2, he's going to be better too. So the only thing that's a little lackluster is our wide receiver here. But hey, Robert Woods didn't do crap last year. So I think the wide receiver core could be even a little better. Even though we didn't grab anybody, and it's still early, we can go out and get this guy like Jarvis Landry. And even Vrabel and Carthon have said that there is still room and free agency is not over yet. I'm going to show now PFF, their 2023 NFL draft, A or A- grades. So the only 4 teams that PFF, which is Pro Football Focus, gave A's to are the Buffalo Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Tennessee Titans. Guys, we did okay on this draft when you look at it. Look at the high upside, like I said. Other teams are agreeing with this. Other broadcasters, sports networks, writers, they are agreeing with us having a good draft. And I do believe we had a good draft. Everybody is not in love with it because we didn't take a wide receiver earlier. But if this Tajay guy ends up coming out and being a great running back 2 and being electric and ends up, I've heard some people say he's almost like a Deebo Samuel. If he ends up doing that, we're gonna be very happy that we have him on our team. And then I want to point out one last thing about the guys that we are taking here. Okay, Skoronski can play guard, tackle. Tyjae Spears, 3-down back, receiving, catching the ball really well at it. Josh Weil, 3-down tight end, can catch, he can block better than Chig. Duncan, tackle. I have not heard him say much of guard, but he can definitely play tackle. And if you can't tell where I'm going with this, is Tennessee's theme so far this year has been versatility. We are looking for guys that can do multiple things in multiple positions and play them well. Now, we're doing this because I think in a lot of these positions, especially the offensive line, we're going to say, hey, we want the best 5 out there. You can play guard, cool. I don't care if you're listed as a tackle. You can play guard. You're better at guard. We're putting you at guard. So we're going to put the best 5 out there, and we're going to have some competition this year, and looking forward to it. Competition brings out the best in everybody. And guys, be happy with this draft. Try not to look at the negativity of us not getting a wide receiver early, and try not to be down on Will Levis, okay? Will Levis can end up being good. The verdict's not out yet. He's a Tennessee Titan. He is a Tennessee Titan, okay, guys? You got to support him. Got to show him some love. He is on our team. I will always love this team. I don't think this draft is as bad as everybody has said it is, and it's not as bad as the 2 COVID year drafts that J-Rob had done. And we did not draft the Panda again, okay, guys? So be happy. With 6 picks, that's all we had. I think he did what he could with Ran Carthon. We have a crap ton. We have over $100 million in cap space next year. Let's see where we go this year in the AFC South. That's not that good, with a couple other rookie quarterbacks in it as well. And I think we should do pretty good, guys. And just a little bit of advice here for you, or from me, is take the over right now before it goes up on the Tennessee Titans having over, I think it was 7.5 wins. Take that all day, okay? Take it. Hey, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the draft. You wish Tennessee would have went somewhere different. Is there a guy you really like in this draft class? Or is there a guy you really don't like? And then, hey, guys, also pay attention to our undrafted free agents. We have hit gold lately on them. Tier Tart being one of them. So keep an eye on those guys. I think Vrabel can find them. I think Vrabel's good at coaching them up. We'll talk soon. Tighten up.